If you're in the world of DevOps, looking at AWS can feel, well, a little overwhelming, right? There are literally hundreds of services. But here's the thing. What if I told you that you only need to truly master a small handful to do most of your job? Today, we're going to cut through the noise and focus on the 5 essential AWS services that are the absolute core of any modern DevOps platform.
So here's the secret, and it's a big one. It's the 80-20 rule. By getting really, really good at just 5 foundational services, you basically get 80% of the power you need to design, build, and operate real-world applications in the cloud. It's all about focusing on what truly matters first. Okay, so that's the big question, isn't it? Which 5 are they? Let's break them down one by one, and we're going to build our understanding from the ground up. Think about it like this. Before you can build a house, you need to buy a plot of land, and you need to put a fence around it. It's the same thing in the cloud. Our very first service is all about creating your own private, secure network boundary.
And that service is Amazon VPC, which stands for Virtual Private Cloud. You can literally think of it as your own private, fenced-off slice of the entire AWS cloud. It's a virtual network that you control where you can launch all your stuff in a totally secure and isolated environment. Everything, and I mean everything, starts right here.
And you get incredibly precise control over this network. You use things like subnets to create different zones, some that face the public internet and others that are completely private. Route tables act like the GPS, telling your traffic where to go. And security groups, they're like a personal bodyguard for every single server. This is how you build that rock-solid, secure foundation.
Okay, so our foundation is poured and the fences are up. We have our secure plot of land. Now it's time to actually build the house, the parts that will run our code, store our files, and handle all our data. So let's get to the next 3 core services. First things first, we need the brains of the operation. We need the muscle. That is Amazon EC2, or Elastic Compute Cloud. These are your virtual servers in the cloud. This is where your application code actually runs. It's where your web server lives. It's the engine that does all the heavy lifting. But EC2 isn't just a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. You can pick specific instance types that are optimized for CPU or memory. You can use pre-built templates called AMIs to launch servers in seconds. And the real magic? Auto-scaling groups. They automatically add or remove servers for you based on traffic. That's what Elastic is all about. Next up, we need a place to put, well, everything else. All the files, the images, the logs, the backups. That's where Amazon S3 comes in. Just think of it as a massive, bottomless digital warehouse. It's built to store and retrieve pretty much any amount of data from anywhere, and it is unbelievably durable. Your stuff is safe in S3. For anyone in DevOps, S3 is an absolute workhorse. It's where you're going to store your compiled code, your infrastructure state files for tools like Terraform, all your logs. You can even host an entire static website right out of an S3 bucket. It's used for so many things. And of course, pretty much every modern application needs a database. For that, we turn to Amazon RDS, the Relational Database Service. This gives you popular databases like MySQL or PostgreSQL, but here's the absolute game changer. It's a managed service. That means AWS takes care of all the annoying, tedious stuff like patching, backups, and failover for you. So why is that managed part such a huge deal? It means you and your team can focus on building cool features for your application, not on staying up all night being database administrators. With things like automated backups and high availability built in, it's ready for serious production-level work from day one. It saves a ton of time and seriously reduces risk. All right, we've built our foundation, our compute, our storage, and our database. But now we have to tackle the final, and you could argue the most critical piece of the puzzle. How do we control who gets to do what? We need the keys to the kingdom. We need a security system. And that is the job of AWS IAM, which stands for Identity and Access Management. IAM is the security guard, the bouncer, and the lock on every single door in your AWS account. It lets you define with extreme detail who, whether it's a person or a server, can do what to which resources. It is the absolute cornerstone of all security in AWS. The number one rule of IAM, and you've got to burn this into your brain, is the principle of least privilege. You only grant the absolute minimum permissions needed to do a job, and nothing more. And here it is, the biggest DevOps pro tip. Never, ever hardcode access keys in your application's code. Instead, you assign an IAM role to your EC2 instance, which gives it temporary, secure credentials automatically. It's the right way to do it. So there you have it, the 5 key players. VPC, EC2, S3, RDS, and IAM. They're all powerful on their own, but the real magic, the real aha moment, happens when you see how they all snap together to create a secure and scalable application. Check out this classic architecture. See how it works? First, you define that network boundary with your VPC, your EC2 web server that lives in a public subnet so people can actually reach it from the internet. But your RDS database? No way. That's tucked away safely in a private subnet where the internet can't touch it. S3 holds all your files and assets, and IAM roles act as the secure glue between everything, letting the EC2 instance talk to the database in S3 without ever needing a password stored in its code. Look, knowing what the services are is one thing, but knowing how to use them correctly, that's what separates the pros from the beginners. So let's really quickly go over a few crucial do's and don'ts to keep you safe. Over on the left, you've got the common mistakes we see all the time. People using their all-powerful root account for everyday tasks, putting secret keys directly in their code, or, and this one is scary, leaving their database wide open in a public subnet. On the right, that's the right way. The best practices. Always follow least privilege. Always use IAM roles for your applications, and always keep those databases locked down and private. And that really brings us to the main point of all this. It's not about memorizing every single AWS service out there. It's about deeply, truly understanding how these 5 core building blocks, VPC, EC2, S3, RDS, and IAM, work together. You master these 5, and I promise you, you'll have the power to design, build, and run almost anything in the cloud. So, now you have the blueprint. You have the 5 foundational blocks for modern cloud infrastructure. The only question left is, what amazing thing are you gonna build with them?